Hey guys, Phil the Thrill here. So, I'm sure most of you who are watching this have seen my Phil the Thrill rap that I made the other day, and I hope that you all enjoyed it. It was a lot of work, but it was a lot of fun to make, you know. Took a while coming up with the lyrics, getting time to film everything, all that stuff, but in the end, it all turned out to be worth it. A lot of people seem to enjoy it, and I'm glad to hear that. Personally, I enjoyed it. Usually I cringe when I hear my own voice on camera, but, this time I thought it turned out fairly decent. So, today I kind of wanted to point out and discuss some of the stuff that was in the song. Like, for example, some of the stuff that was in the video, some of the lyrics, and some Easter eggs that I dumped in there. And I wanted to see if any of you guys have caught on to any of them. So, with that being said, let's get started. So, first things first, I want to start with this guy right here. Yeah. So, I already know what some of you are probably thinking. Oh, this kid is crazy. I'm not crazy. That what you saw, his name is Arthur Blake. He's based off of a film that I made called the PUBG movie. So as you guys know, a while back I tried to make that PUBG movie. I made up the character Arthur Blake. So if you're wondering about the blood all over my face and the knife in my hand, that is because Arthur Blake was a psychopath in the film, and I'm not gonna lie. So, when I went into, when the quarantine started, I changed a bit. I did. Being alone in my backyard for so long, nobody to talk to, I was kind of isolated from humanity, And I've dealt with a lot of things in the past with people, to where I've developed some serious trust issues, but it all started during the quarantine because I was hiding in my backyard and things from the past just kind of came back and hit me, like the nostalgias of it. I don't really know what it was, but it's like I kind of lost myself, and I had an idea for a movie during the summer. I wanted to make that PUBG movie, so I figured it would be a good idea to make the character crazy. Like, he's been through a lot, and he's trapped out of reality. And, it would be fitting. I'd probably lose my mind if I was trapped out of reality. But, so when I was acting as Arthur Blake, what I did to make the stuff realistic is I took everything that has ever made me angry, I just bunched it all into my head before filming a scene. I took all those negative thoughts from the past that's happened to me, and I put them all in my head, and then I used that to make the character more realistic. I'm not gonna lie, it wasn't smart, because I did become a bit aggressive afterwards. Like, some people have seen me, some people at school have seen me get frustrated, Some of my friends have noticed the looks that I've had in my eyes sometimes, and that's the thing with the whole Arthur Blake situation, and it's also why I was always wearing that mask and hiding my face a lot, I didn't want nobody screwing with me, so a lot of the times when I acted the way I did, I was trying to scare people off so they wouldn't screw around with me, but it wasn't right, and anybody who saw that, I just want to say that I'm sorry, but I'm okay now, and which, speaking of me being okay, that leads into more parts of the music video, which is the lyrics. I just wanted to get that out of the way, though, so you all are aware that I'm not crazy or anything. I'm a normal human being with an imagination, so how scary I looked in that video, that's just me being a good actor. Alright, let's get to the next part.
Rolling till I am ready. Hold the camera, keep steady. Trick or treat like I'm funny. Don't make me your enemy. But get to work, it's time to grind. Good people are hard to find. No matter how hard I try. Feels like I'm losing my mind.
So, like I said with the whole Arthur Blake thing about him being crazy and about me taking everything that made me angry and, using it for that act, I ended up kind of doing the same thing for the scream part in this music video. Now, this time I didn't take a bunch of negative thoughts and put them in my head. This wasn't my fault. Now, I'm not gonna say any names, but there's someone who's kind of been getting on my nerves lately, kind of, screwing around with my head. They were kind of doing some stuff to get on my nerves. I'm not gonna say your name, but if you're watching this video, you know who you are, and, I'm just gonna say this. I really cared about you, but you continued to screw with me, It's like you kind of stabbed me in the back. You're kind of like the rest of those people, You kind of prove a point on why I shouldn't trust most people. But you're lucky, that I'm nice. I try to be, at least. But if you keep it up, I'm sure I'm not the first person you've done this to. You keep it up, you're gonna eventually run into someone like this. And, I don't think you want that. I'm just saying. But, what happened was this person really got on my nerves, and I was able to hold in all my anger. I didn't have a breakdown in front of everybody. I didn't scream in school, I held it all together, got in the car, I drove home. I came home, I held in all that anger, some tears started going down my face. I pulled out my microphone, I plugged it in. I let out all of that anger into that scream verse. So, honestly, if you're watching this video, the one who's been screwing with me, and if you know you're doing it, and you know that I know, I gotta thank you. Because, honestly, you just did me a favor. But, yeah, let's just say, don't mess with people's heads. Anybody who's watching this, don't do those kind of things, because you don't know what people have been through. And, especially if they've tried to be nice to you and help you out, don't treat those people like that. And most definitely, if they've told you about some stuff they've dealt with, please, don't do those kind of things, okay? It's unreasonable, it's not funny, it's not cute, and it's very immature, okay? So just keep that in mind, alright? But, let's get back to the music video, alright?
I try to be nice before, but you know that it will never work. Yo, leaving me feeling hurt, squeezing my emotions like it is so dirt, for Christ's sake.
So that bar you heard right there about me trying to be nice and it not working, well, it's true, because a lot of the people who I've been nice to have screwed me over, and, I'm still gonna be nice to people, believe it or not. But, it just teaches you, just don't exactly assume or trust people when you think you can. You should understand what I'm saying, I started working out and stuff, so that's why you could see me, lifting and, with my tank top on. But, yeah, so I figured that would be a good bar to include into it.
Gotta stop before I pop into my Arthur Blake state. Body will rot, you'll need the cops, riot completely have gone insane.
So, the Arthur Blake thing. So, I'm sure you all understand that already, the Arthur Blake state. So I don't need to explain myself on that again.
Getting my mind straight has gotta be one of the best things I've done for myself. Time to leave my traumatizing past behind, put it all back on the shelf.
Alright, now that's definitely gotta be one of my favorite bars in the whole song. Getting my mind straight has gotta be one of the best things I've done for myself. Time to leave my traumatizing past behind, put it all back on the shelf. So, this isn't only for me, but I want this song to be a lesson to you guys, This song comes from my heart, art from the heart. Don't let your past tear you apart and ruin your future. You can't let that happen, because then, it's all just gonna be the same. You gotta leave it all behind. I let my past, screw with my head, but the minute I let it all go and started working on myself, getting back, I got my hair cut, so the emo phase is gone, The minute I got back to, getting into my old habits, it felt better. I felt good about myself, and I still feel great about myself now, you know? Like yeah, learn from your mistakes in the past, and then, make sure you use what has happened to be more cautious, but don't let it tear you apart, if you know what I'm saying. So this song is not only for fun, but it's also a lesson.
Riddle me this, riddle me that, I ain't Green Ant, I wear a hat. Remember the time when you said I would always be cringy when it came to rap?
Now I figured that would be the perfect ending for this song. Riddle me this, that was my very first song, and I remember I thought my Riddler versus Joker song was cringy. It was. Like, I wouldn't say that it was necessarily awful, but it was cringy, Hearing my own voice on camera is cringy. Like, anytime I hear my own voice on camera, it's like, But, yeah, so that was my first rap battle. I remember when I made that. That was a fun day. But, now that I've explained the lyrics, let's get into some of these Easter eggs. Easter egg 1. Take a good listen to the beat again. Now, let's listen to a familiar beat. Let's see if you can notice the similarity.
The Riddler versus the Joker.
Yup. That beat that I used for my song, that is the very first Easter egg. It's kind of a remix of the Riddler versus Joker instrumental, Like, the tone of it, it's a little bit more dark and, how do I say this? It's just more dark and more rock type, and I figured it fit me perfectly, especially because it sounds like Riddler versus Joker, so yeah, that's my first Easter egg. Easter egg number 2. Notice how in the part where I'm with Oscar, notice how he's got that ghillie suit on, that camouflage coat. Well, that is the same coat that he wore when he was playing as Carl in Call of Duty 3. So I figured that would be a pretty good callback for him to wear that. So here's your third Easter egg. So notice how underneath my outfit where I was wearing the mask, I got this German hoodie. Here it is. So I guess you could say this is kind of a double reference now that I think of it. I do have a friend who lives in Germany. I have a few friends who live in Germany, I'm not gonna lie. But, I got this hoodie in German class, but the main reference that I'm referring to is this. Oh, it's backwards. I'll have to reverse it. But, soap. Notice how it says soap on the back. That was who I played as in the Call of Duty series, Now that I think about it, I feel like I should have had a part where it kind of zoomed in on the back of my hoodie to show soap. That would have kind of been cool, missed opportunity, but oh well. Now, here's your fourth and final Easter egg. Remember the parts where I was wearing my black jacket with the red hoodie? Well, here's your 3, 2, 1 chance to notice what that represents. The old icon picture. The old Phil the Thrill. Minus the sunglasses, but I wore that, for my old icon picture. And, yeah, it's crazy. A lot of people like my new icon picture more. Me with the mask. I might end up changing that soon as well, but we'll have to see. But yeah, so I hope you guys all enjoyed this. I figured it would be a good idea to explain some of the Easter eggs and references and meanings in the song. So that way, A, you wouldn't think I'm crazy, and B, just because so you guys could understand the references from, like, my past movies and videos and stuff. But, yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed that music video. I mean, it sounds like you really did, and I want to thank you all for the kind words, it means a lot. I love making videos, I love doing it, I'm gonna keep doing it, and, it's so much fun. So, yeah, I love you guys. I love the hell out of you guys. I appreciate everything. So yeah. Well, I hope you all enjoyed, and if you ever want to write a song, let me know. I could give you some advice. So yeah. See you later, guys.